Welcome to WDSU's presentation of the Allstate Sugar Bowl New Year's Eve Parade, live from the French Quarter.
Well, there's no better way to close out 2019 than right here in New Orleans with the Sugar Bowl Parade. Right now, you're taking a live look as thousands of revelers are getting ready, packing the historic French Quarter for the annual Allstate Sugar Bowl New Year's Eve Parade. Super excited, as you can see, lots of fans out there. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us here on WDSU for this special presentation. I'm Randy Russo.
I am Fletcher Mackel. We are joined today by tourism czar and Sugar Bowl member Mark Romig. Mark, along with all the floats today, we're about to witness an incredible mix of music mayhem. There are tons of bands today, but only two of those bands are marching into the home of the Saints tomorrow. The University of Georgia Bulldogs and the Baylor University Bears will face off inside the Dome. It's an exciting time, beautiful weather. Baylor here for the first time since the 1930s. Just an exciting day in New Orleans.
Yeah, this is excellent. And the weather.
You could not have asked
we
for
couldn't
better.
have scripted it
We were
better.
actually talking about this just a few moments ago, just how cold it was last year. But you know, this year the weather really is perfect. Blue skies, pretty decent temperatures for this time of year too. Not too cold out there,
Absolutely
so feeling
gorgeous.
pretty good.
And what a day for parade. This is
What I was going to ask you is, look at these crowds. How do you feel as someone who is part of the tourism industry when you see our beautiful city on display, the French Quarter, and you see crowds like this on the street?
Well, you know, New Orleans has been listed as one of the best places to be for New Year's Eve, and so you get the people who want to come to be in this excitement anyway, and you've got great fan base from Georgia and Baylor coming here to spread their cheer and add that to the citizens that come out. And with weather like this, you know, you're at the sports capital of the United States right here today.
And y'all are pretty packed right now too. The city rather is pretty packed. We're talking 82%.
Yeah, we're about
occupancy.
82% tonight. It's
Yeah.
a little down from last year, but different circumstances. But so what that says is there's still room available. So if you want to come down and do a staycation, come on down to New Orleans. But we're excited because the restaurants are busy and the retail is good, and it's a good time to be in New
What
Orleans.
kind of economic footprint does that mean for New Orleans with that kind of tourism base coming here?
The typical New Year's Eve Sugar Bowl economic impact's around $200 million, and that'll fluctuate if we have a national championship, which we will have in 2 weeks here with LSU coming in to play Clemson. But it's good for not only the retail, but it's also good for the hospitality workers. I mean, that's the lifeblood of the industry.
And obviously, we just saw the WDSU Parade Tracker pass. Our Parade Tracker app, always a must-have for Carnival season, not only today, but obviously Carnival season is going to be coming up, so it's never too soon to download the Parade Tracker app. You also see the Jerusalem Shriners Motorcycle Escort. They're, of course, associated with Shriners Hospital. A lot of charities involved with the Allstate Sugar Bowl, from the bands to the companies. Mark, if you can maybe talk a little bit about that. You are a Sugar Bowl member. Just this entity and what it means to charities in our community.
Yeah, Sugar Bowl is just not the football game. It supports 25 other high school championship events. It is always giving out scholarships to scholar athletes. It works with Teach for America. We partner with the College Football Championship Group, the CFP group, on a number of educational initiatives. And it's just not New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, it's year round. And with that, the combined economic impact just for this period of over $200 million. And the fact that we have put in almost $2.5 billion into the economy since we began as an organization. It's an amazing organization. And it's run by volunteers.
That's amazing. And talk about tomorrow too, because I mean, tomorrow is the pinnacle for this. You know, we're talking about a pretty packed Superdome with two teams really going head to head. We were trying to give our predictions a little earlier.
Well, you know, people like to start New Year's Day. Probably they'll take a brunch or two, which means
Black
all
eyed
the
peas
restaurants
and
will be
cabbage.
busy. You've got a walkable city, people walking to the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. So I think once people get out of their beds and start heading to the Superdome, you're going to have business everywhere in the city.
And of course, the Sugar Bowl, rightly named for the sugar industry here in New Orleans. I want to give you a brief look at how the Sugar Bowl got started here in New Orleans, and again, a bigger footprint of what it means for the city.
The origins of the Sugar Bowl goes back to the time when sugar and sugar cane was a major aspect of the economy. And so that bowl of sugar just became an iconic aspect of our brand.
You can see the Bowl's first trophy at the historic New Orleans collection in the French Quarter, where all of the Sugar Bowl's historic memorabilia is housed.
It's an 1825 British wine cooler, which was donated to the Sugar Bowl Committee in 1934 as the trophy for the winner of the game.
The Sugar Bowl got its start out of necessity. It began in 1935, in the throes of the Depression.
This is the 85th Sugar Bowl. And the Sugar Bowl began at a time where the civic leaders around the city were looking to create economic development activity in the city during a time that was otherwise relatively dormant.
The Sugar Bowl was once called the Midwinter Sports Association, and it was formed by a group of citizens in New Orleans who felt like they could put a bowl together similar in vein to what the Rose Bowl did, to bring two great teams to New Orleans at the end of the college football season and have a great time.
The association was able to fill Tulane Stadium, a 30,000-seat facility that was constructed on the site of an old sugar plantation. The Tulane Green Wave defeated the Temple Owls 20-14. From that successful debut, the Sugar Bowl was able to expand Tulane Stadium to accommodate over 85,000 fans, which led to New Orleans being wired to broadcast games on national TV. It also paved the way to bring in the New Orleans Saints and build the Superdome, putting the city in the national spotlight with its sporting events.
Without the Sugar Bowl, we wouldn't have had the New Orleans Saints.
When the fans come to New Orleans, the hotels are full, the restaurants are full, the French Quarter is full, there's economic activity, that $2.5 billion over the last decade, that's real economic impact to the region.
You're looking live right now at the 5th annual New Year's Eve Sugar Bowl celebration. The man, or one of the men that you just heard from in that report, is Rod West, who was the president last year of the Sugar Bowl. This year, we have Judge Monique Morial, and this is a historic moment for the Sugar Bowl, correct, Mark?
Yeah, Judge Morial is the first female president of the Sugar Bowl Committee. She comes from a family of firsts, pioneers, civil rights. Her dad was Dutch Morial, the mayor, and she's been a fantastic leader for the organization, which, as I said earlier, volunteer-led. We have a great staff, a professional staff. Jeff Hundley is our CEO, our new CEO, and he and his team are doing a great job and working very closely with the group in a couple of weeks to bring the National Football Championship.
We're so excited for that. You know, our staff is working hard too. Aubrey Killian is live out on the parade route for us right now with an up-close look at what the crowds are seeing. And Aubrey, tell us about your experience, your vantage point down there.
Hey, that's right. So my vantage point down here is absolutely incredible. You need to be here if you are not here already. It's amazing. So guys, I want to show you everything. The weather out here is awesome. The sun is shining. The crowds, they are very thick. So you might want to come and get a spot if you can. We've got some friends. I've been making lots of them. Tell us, y'all came all the way from Wisconsin just to be here for this. Tell me, what's going through your head seeing all this?
We wanted to come to New Orleans. It's very busy. Yeah. We wanted to.
That's an understatement.
We wanted to.
And have y'all ever experienced anything like this? I know you're probably anxious to catch some beads.
Yeah. Yeah, we actually have never experienced anything like this. This is a huge crowd.
Touch on the energy you're feeling right now for the Sugar Bowl parade.
It's exciting. What do you think, Rose?
Yeah, it's exciting. Like nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking. Well, we're going to teach you how to catch some bees, okay? Because it's going to be a blast. So, guys, again, we are anxiously waiting, guys, for the floats to come. They should be coming in the next couple minutes. As soon as they do come, of course, we'll keep you posted. But again, a lot of energy, a lot of excitement out here in the French Quarter. We'll keep you posted when the floats finally do come to where we are. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, right now we've got a lot of those buggies taking over. Oh, look how cute. Oh, she's ready to get her some beads. That's the way to go. Put the cute kids up. That's the way to get some beads.
Mark, let me ask you this. You're obviously someone who's synonymous with the Sugar Bowl. When they brought the Sugar Bowl parade back, did it just seem like a no-brainer? Why wasn't there a Sugar Bowl parade for so long? It just seems like such a natural fit in our city. And do you think this is something, I know the Sugar Bowl loves it, I know the fans love it, that this is something truly that is here to stay, that people are really receptive to, obviously so when you look at the crowds?
Yeah, and it's been a great partnership with Allstate to do this. As their Fan Fest developed over the years, more and more excitement down in the French Quarter, the opportunity to work with Kern and to bring some beautiful floats from various other parading organizations. You'll recognize some of these floats because they're from other parading organizations in the city doing Mardi Gras. And again, you've got a perfect group of people who are ready to experience something that is so iconic to New Orleans. So it's a really great match. And again, I think it was a matter of just priorities in the past and trying to, balance what we needed to do to ensure that we were doing the right thing for the game. And this was something that just developed over time, and we're so happy that we're able to do this now.
And we're happy to bring it to you live right here on WDSU. We will continue our coverage of the 5th annual New Year's Eve Allstate Sugar Bowl Parade right after the break. Stay with us.
You're watching WDSU's presentation of the Allstate Sugar Bowl New Year's Eve Parade, brought to you by Kern Studios and Mardi Gras World. Come see where Mardi Gras is made. By Walk-Ons, game day with a taste of Louisiana. By French Market Coffee, rise and grind New Orleans. By Children's Hospital New Orleans, extraordinary health care for kids. By the New Orleans Hotel Collection, hotels with character, ideal for characters. And by the Louisiana Office of Tourism. Feed your soul.
All right, now you're taking a live look at the French Quarter as we are bringing you the 5th annual Allstate Sugar Bowl New Year's Eve Parade. So many people out there as we're kind of taking a look here at the University of Georgia Redcoat Marching Band.
That's right. We're going to hear that band play in just a minute. Right now, let's tell you about the matchup on the field tomorrow night. The Georgia Bulldogs out of the SEC taking on the Baylor Bears out of the Big 12.
When the 86 Sugar Bowl kicks off on Wednesday evening, it'll be the resurgent Baylor Bears.
All right. Slight technical difficulty there for us, but it's going to be a very exciting matchup. We'll hopefully get you that package, that story momentarily. But swells of people here in the French Quarter right now as they are looking forward to that big showdown between Baylor and Georgia. We were looking earlier the last time Baylor was here, 1957?
1957. Yeah. So obviously their fans excited. Their program was really down and out a few years ago. Their coach Matt Rule has done an amazing job. He went 1-11 his first year. He went 7-5 last year, and Baylor is 11-2 this year. They are fantastic. He may get an NFL job We'll talk more about that after we run that report. You see the fans here dressed in red and black, obviously very excited about the Georgia Redcoat Marching Band. Their slogan, "There's nothing finer in the land than the Georgia Redcoat Marching Band." Just some facts on the band. Founded in 1905, they had just 20 members. Right now, they have 430, nearly 80% of the Redcoat Marching Band, though, they major in something other than music. UGA is heralded as the birthplace of public higher education. The university founded in 1785 by the Georgia General Assembly. Athens is about 70 miles away from downtown Atlanta.
And of course, members of their baton team there leading the way, and some members of their dance team. I love watching the baton twirlers. So anytime that I can see those are really exciting.
And those of you who are going to the game tomorrow night, they're going to put on a heck of a show as well in the Superdome. So they, of course, in the Baylor Band will also be
Any kind of sneak peek that you can give us about
just
their
loud
show?
And just it's exciting. And it's exciting to have them in the stands, of course, and playing during the game as well as the other of the university as they score and do great things.
Let's hear what they can do best right now.
All right, that is the Georgia Redcoat Marching Band from Athens, Georgia. They'll, of course, be performing tonight as their team, the Georgia Bulldogs, take on the Baylor Bears in the 86th Sugar Bowl. Such beautiful weather. I mean, this is such a great representation for all of the people not only watching here in New Orleans, but watching online right now and on our Facebook page all over the country and all over the world. As a born and raised New Orleanian like you all are as well, this is one of the moments that I really appreciate. You get to see the beautiful French Quarter, the beautiful weather this time of year, and as you said, Mark, this is truly one of the reasons why people want to come down to New Orleans on New Year's Eve. Get out of that cold, take a vacation here. We are a great place, a destination city for New Year's Eve, not only because of the Sugar Bowl, but because a lot of great partying that's going to go on tonight as well.
Fantastic. You know, actually there are two fireworks shows tonight. There's one out in New Orleans East that'll be shot out of Joe Brown Park at 8:30, and then you have the midnight fireworks along the riverfront. So we've been able to spread the impact of letting people see fireworks not only just downtown in the French Quarter, but also out in the New Orleans East area, which is great for the residents and visitors that are out there.
And talk a little bit about the Fan Fest that you'll get to enjoy. There are also some pep rallies going to be happening after this parade.
Exciting right now. Yeah. Right after this parade ends, you're going to have a pep rally by Baylor University at 4 o'clock, and then shortly after that, the University of Georgia will have its pep rally, all here at the Allstate Fan Fest, all leading up to what will occur tonight on stage, where you have Sheryl Crow and Usher performing. And that'll take us all the way up to the midnight hour.
I have to say, when you have those kinds of headliners, Sheryl Crow and Usher.
And they're free. And it's free music.
Well, Usher was here a few years ago. He put on a fabulous show. What does it take to acquire these kind of artists? And many of them are saying how excited they are about coming down.
You're right. Just to follow up on that, Sheryl Crow performed at Jazz Fest a few years ago, and she said she normally takes holidays off, but I was reading a Q&A that she did, but she said she had the chance to be in New Orleans on New Year's Eve, and it was just too good to pass up because she loves Jazz Fest in New Orleans, so to be here in our city, she said she just couldn't not be here tonight.
Yeah, it's really great, and it takes a lot of planning by the folks who work with Allstate, of course, and they're working with the New Year's Eve, Rockin' New Year's Eve folks to bring on a great show.
Well, right now you are taking a look at the Orpheus's Smoky Mary. They are the Sugar Bowl Executive Committee riding here alongside Harry Connick Jr.'s crew there with, of course, the Orpheus.
That's right. These are some of the volunteers that work day in and day out to help produce the not only the game, but also all the year-round events for the.
So it's fitting that they are going first because they have worked so
Well, they
hard.
want to make sure they lead the way, and then then they have other work to do, so we get them off at the end of the parade at Canal Street, and then off they go to other volunteer jobs.
Let me just say two things here. One, I didn't know the Smoky Mary could actually fit in the French Quarter.
Right?
It's a big float for the French Quarter. And two, to follow up on that, Mark, there are over 110 individuals comprising the current membership of the Sugar Bowl Committee. As you said earlier, Judge Monique Morial was elected as the 62nd Sugar Bowl president for this year. She's, of course, the first female president of the organization, a graduate of Ursuline High School. She attended Emory University and Tulane Law School, and her family is woven into the history of this city very, very deeply. They are passionate and love New Orleans.
Yeah, great volunteer.
And also on this float, you've got members of the Georgia Bulldogs and Baylor University cheerleading team. They're kind of splitting the upper
That's right.
and
they're
lower
getting along
decks.
very well. They're getting
Absolutely.
along very
You've
well.
got members, and actually some of the male members of Baylor, you can see them up on top as well. But, you know, they've got 85 members on Baylor's team, and their all-girl cheer squad has no more than 26 members. So 40 cheerleaders on the squad there from UGA. A packed house on the Smoky Mary.
And you know, just like the Halloween parade that comes through New Orleans, very rarely do you see a parade of this size come through the French Quarter. So that's another special thing about this day. And the New Orleans Police Department and all of our EMS folks are making sure that this is a safe place for everyone to be, and it's just a very special time to see this
I don't know
parade.
if you got a chance to catch a glimpse of the ties that some of these gentlemen are wearing on the Smoky Mary members of the Sugar Bowl Executive Committee. Those were actually designed by Judge Monique Morial, who is this year's Sugar Bowl president. So
Correct. Every year, the president of the Sugar Bowl gets to design his or her tie.
And let me say one more thing. We just saw the Smoky Mary. In the third section of the Smoky Mary, the Sugar Bowl is very dedicated to teachers in our community. Obviously, teachers are overlooked sometimes and underappreciated, and the Sugar Bowl works hard to change that. So they invited teachers from around the country to ride, and now you are looking at the Baylor Band.
yeah, the Golden Wave Band here, 300 members. They've been around for 110 years. Let's take a listen to their talents.
You are listening to the Baylor University Golden Wave Band, 300 members strong, their first time marching through the streets of our city since 1957. That was their last visit to the famed Sugar Bowl here in New Orleans. We have more live coverage from the French Quarter, the 5th annual New Year's Eve Allstate Sugar Bowl Parade, coming up just after the break.
to WDSU's present.
Welcome back as we are bringing you coverage of the Allstate Sugar Bowl New Year's Eve parade going down in the French Quarter right now. Swells of people lining the streets right now, waiting to catch throws, listening to the sounds of these marching bands, and of course just feeling the revelry that New Orleans has to offer for this special time of year.
That's right. Right now you're looking at the Stafford High School Marching Band from Stafford, Texas. As we continue to watch them, we're going to throw it over to my brother, WDSU anchor Travers Mackel, who caught up with a representative from Allstate to talk about why they are so invested in this game in our community. All right, in studio with Pam Hollander, Vice President of Marketing for Allstate. First off, thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
So, great event, great parade, Baylor, Georgia, two good teams that bring a lot of fans. Why is it so important for Allstate to be a part of this great event?
Oh my God, this is Allstate's 14th year being sponsored the Allstate Sugar Bowl. It is extremely important to the organization just to give back to a community like this. It's a commitment we've made, and we are just so proud to be here and actually just make sure that fans have a great time when they're here visiting.
People know the game, but how do you give back? What are some of the key things that you guys do to give back to communities like New Orleans?
So there's a few things. First of all, we do an amazing community service projects, and we're doing something with a charter school. We've got hundreds of Allstaters out here who are going to be refurbishing the school. And we also host the Allstate Fan Fest. We're the only sponsor of a bowl that actually conducts their own fan fest. And so we're hoping fans come down and they can experience the actual the parade itself, obviously, and also the
Fan Fest, everything that goes on with it. Really quickly, you have a bunch of events too. It's not just football. Allstate has a bunch of events that go on during this week.
Yes, so we've got the actual official pep rallies for Baylor at 4 p.m. and Georgia at 4:30. Okay. And we actually are the host of the New Orleans Central Time Zone ball drop for the Dick Clark New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, which is a mouthful.
Well, good.
But it's great. We've got concerts tomorrow night. Actually, I'm sorry. We've got concerts tonight, which is Sheryl Crow and also Usher.
Which are two big headliners.
Yes.
When you talk about the Fan Fest, this is a great experience. Even if somebody is a local and just wants to go down there, this is a fantastic experience.
And it's free for everybody, so we really welcome everyone down there.
All right, perfect. Thank you for your time.
Thank
Pam
you.
Hollander, Vice President of Marketing for Allstate. We appreciate it. I'm Travers Mackel. Let's send it back to you all.
And as you're looking at the Gordon Lee Memorial High School Band from Georgia, you are also watching the Allstate Sugar Bowl Parade. We'll be right back.